Looks like you mashed some poor feller's dog, Sarge.
It's a Zerglin, Lester. Smaller type of Zerg. He'd be out this far unless... Oh, shit.
I love you, Sarge.
Dear Starcraft, I met you around the year 2000 and we had such a great time together. You were an important part of my childhood, even to this day. It's been more than 7 years since you said goodbye, and I want to ask, beg, demand that you come back. But relax, take your time, maybe another 5 or 10 years. For many, Starcraft is the definition of real-time strategy. A game developed by Blizzard with an iconic story and great characters, and a perfectly balanced gameplay, which is the main reason for its still relevant competitive scene. And for me, it was a game that initially scared me a lot because, well, let's just say it made the spiders in my house seem even cute by comparison. But I faced my fears with courage and some cheat codes. After a few therapeutic matches, I set myself the goal of beating the game fairly. Now, it was personal. It only took me 5 years to complete all the campaigns of the original game and its expansion. Yep, impressive. During that time, my language was reduced to
Jacked up and good to go.
Yes, sorry mom, I know I didn't make it easy for you. Then came the sequel, with even more polished gameplay and a story told through cinematic sequences that simply have no right to be so epically beautiful. The game was divided into 3 installments, which I completed as soon as they were released. I was already a veteran, and I had to take the next step. I was ready to play online. I wasn't ready to play online, and I think I never will be. In short, Starcraft was an important part of my childhood, and when I finished that last mission, I did feel like it was a farewell. But not a goodbye forever, more like a see you soon. But how soon? Many of us have been waiting for more than 7 years to know what the next step will be for the Starcraft universe, but as much as I want it to come back in some form, I can't help but believe that now is not the right time. It's a dangerous moment in the video game industry. It seems like a minefield of anti-consumer practices where one of the most used baits is precisely the nostalgia, like the one I and many others feel for StarCraft. And with this, I don't mean to say that I'm against nostalgia. I'm 30 years old. Nostalgia is practically the basis of my diet. I think there are good examples of franchise returns based on nostalgia, but there are also some very bad ones. Too many, maybe. But nostalgia is only the bait. The real issue still lies with those minds. If a new StarCraft were released today, it would be at risk of containing many of them. Today's video game market is plagued with loot boxes. StarCraft 2 already introduced various customization items. They sell them at debatable prices, but at least you know what you are buying. If a StarCraft 3 came out tomorrow, it wouldn't be surprising if it included a loot boxes market to get a skin for your units, customize their voice messages, unlock maps, and who knows what else, all based on a gambling system. It could also have many other microtransactions in a game for which you will already have paid a full price of not less than $50. It's undeniable that StarCraft is a franchise that survives thanks to the online component, but that never meant forgetting about the single-player campaign. Nowadays, we can see franchises that have indeed neglected or even eliminated this aspect focusing on the online mode and becoming a live service game. I don't know. Maybe this is just a problem for me, but I like stories. And I still have nightmares about online mode. Unfortunately, I believe that nowadays there are many other trends in the video game industry that could affect the development of a hypothetical StarCraft 3. Being released unfinished or in a poor technical state just to meet the commercial deadlines, selling day one DLCs instead of including them in the game from the start, exploiting the fear of missing out with excessively expensive early access, requiring always being online even to play single player, suspicious privacy policies regarding your data, and many more. But I think all that, or at least most of it, could be avoided if the biggest problem that a new StarCraft will face today didn't exist. There is very little, almost nothing left of the blizzard that created StarCraft. Many of the people behind the origin of this franchise have left and are now developing new projects at other studios. And what arrived in their place are people focused on quantity, not quality. And they also look more or less like this. These types of people come to any industry when they find out it's making money. They take leadership positions away from professionals who truly love their craft, start making decisions as if they know what they are doing, and destroy the culture of every place they go. Don't get me wrong, I understand that video game industry needs to be profitable to continue bringing us joy and ensuring those who work in it can live well. The problem is that these people try to achieve this, but often at the expense of quality, both of the final product and the developers' lives. It has happened in films, sports, video games themselves a few decades ago, and many other industries. But I have good news. At some point, when the numbers no longer please them, these people leave, migrate like birds, flying towards the horizon, thinking about how they are going to try to squeeze another thing that people like. It is at that moment when all those people who truly love video games will shine again, at least for a while, because this is a cycle. But that moment is the one to seize. So, the question that remains is, when will StarCraft return? And the answer is September 26, 2032. Nah, just kidding. The truth is, I don't know. But I do know that I prefer to give StarCraft time to come back, as well as many other games that I remember fondly. Let some abusive business model fail, some guys go far away, and let the people who live for video games find their place again. No one knows what the future holds, nor when or how the franchises we love will return. Maybe they will do it in another category or from another studio, but I'm sure they won't disappear forever. Baldur's Gate took 23 years to come back. For some, it may be a long time, but perhaps it was just the right time and place to create a masterpiece. So we just have to wait and have faith that it will be worth it. What can we do in the meantime? We can keep clicking on units to see if we discover any secret dialogue.
I told him I was claustrophobic. I gotta get out of here.
Try to beat the campaign with only one type of unit. Relieve our stress with a bit of power overwhelming. Enjoy sharing stories with people who remember the game as fondly as we do. And yes, try playing online, I guess. StarCraft 1 and 2 are still there, waiting for you if you want to come back from time to time to make the wait more bearable. Or you can also try new games of the same genre. RTS has many hidden gems and interesting new releases like Stormgate. I don't know what to expect from that game, but it's created by a team of former StarCraft developers, so at least it's worth a try. StarCraft brings back many memories for me. It's a universe that I really want to see how it develops and grows, but it's one of those games from which I'm willing to wait. Wait for this storm to pass, for everything to fall into place, and for the stars to align again. Did you get it? The stars? Starcraft? Okay, I ruined it.
None of them ever think it'll end like this. Reports been coming in from all over. Dominion worlds overrun. Outposts destroyed. A lot more dead boys out there. Warriors.
Death is the fate of all warriors. A fate we too may soon embrace.
Fate ain't written, Artanis. Way I see it, if Zeratul believed you could make a difference in all this, and this fight's just begun.
Alright, that wraps up my second video. It was easier to make than the first, and I'm starting to hate my voice a little bit less, so good. Do you look forward to the return of any other franchise? Would you prefer it to come back soon, or are you willing to wait? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Who knows, maybe you will give me a little nostalgia snack. In any case, I sincerely hope this video was worth your time, and really thanks you for stopping by. You can also subscribe if you want, and if not, it's okay. Maybe next time. Take care, don't stay up too late, drink water, and all that stuff. See you in the next video. Bye!